My name is Cleveland Stanberry. Thanks for joining us. This is the 0th episode of our podcast. This is the Stanberry Archives podcast, and joining me today is Yvonne Stanberry. Hello, Yvonne.
Hi, Cleveland. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's good to have you. It was always good to have you from the beginning. Do I still have you?
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you. But you are laughing and you're taking me off track. So let me come back on track and focus. Mission. I want to talk about the vision that we have for the podcast and the mission that we had for the podcast. So the vision starts with real stories, real growth, and there's resilience in both.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you that we're joined on that one. The mission that we have is we're asking listeners to join us on a transformative journey as we, Yvonne, you and I, correct?
That is correct.
But not just you and I only, share our experiences navigating the challenges of a disease that affected our family. And that disease was called or known as, Yvonne?
Severe acute aplastic anemia.
Of course, it's a little known but life-threatening disease. We'd like our listeners to understand how our family was able to cope and the resilience that we dug out of somewhere deep that we didn't know we have to overcome these setbacks, to allow us to achieve
better health and maintain financial stability, even when one parent had to leave work to focus on caregiving.
Wow. So it means that between Yvonne and I, one of us left work. Wow. Later we'll find out who had to leave work later to focus on caregiving. And whether or not you knew or I knew or we knew that when we planned to leave work, whether or not we were going to be faced with this life-altering illness. We didn't know.
Not at all. We didn't know at all.
So our podcast is going to delve into deep dive into essential topics such as
health, navigating and recovering from serious illness, family budgeting, strategies to keep finances strong during crisis,
financial resilience, how we were able to build stability in the face of medical uncertainty, and also educational growth. You're sitting here with Yvonne, who she'll talk about her educational achievements later. Will you, Yvonne?
Yes, I certainly will.
You'll share those things with our listeners. So what do we aim to do? We aim to inform and inspire listeners facing their own trials by sharing practical advice, personal stories, and hopefully encouragement. And what else do we want to do, Yvonne?
In addition to encouragement, we'll invite other families to share their unique journeys, offering diverse perspectives on overcoming hardships and finding strength together. Through these conversations, we hope to create a supportive space for growth, resilience, and hope.
Certainly. Sounds good. And by the way, the podcast is, should I say, it was motivated, inspired by Yvonne's upcoming book. Is it Yvonne's? Yvonne is the main author of an upcoming book. And but let us leave that for another time. But let me ask Yvonne for one last parting words to our listeners. If you have one last thing that you like to say, what would that be?
It's never too late, sometimes.
Thank you very much, Yvonne. We'll catch you later. We hope to bring you new episodes every 2 weeks, and it is our hope and the trust that you will find those episodes inspiring. Thank you.